Have you ever stood up from your chair, and it took just a few extra seconds? Climbed the stairs and felt like your legs weighed more than they used to? Or gone for a short walk only to find your knees, calves, and ankles protesting louder than usual? You're eating right. You're moving more. You're doing everything they say is healthy. But something isn't adding up. Welcome to Healthy Senior Care TV, where we uncover the truths no one tells you about aging. Today, we're diving into a topic that's rarely discussed but could make all the difference in how strong, steady, and pain-free your legs feel after 60. And yes, we're talking about fruit. You've heard it your whole life: fruit is nature's candy. It's good for you. Eat more. But not all fruits are created equal, especially when it comes to aging muscles, joint health, and circulation. In fact, some fruits may silently sabotage the very things that keep you moving: balance, strength, and independence. Today, we'll explore 3 fruits that may be working against your legs, and what to eat instead. Stay with us. What you learn today could save you years of unnecessary pain, swelling, and stiffness. Let's begin with a fruit most of us associate with tropical vacations, anti-inflammatory benefits, and smoothies: pineapple. It looks vibrant. It smells fresh. And yes, it contains a powerful enzyme called bromelain, which is often marketed as anti-inflammatory. But here's what no one tells you. Pineapple is a double-edged sword. While bromelain can reduce inflammation in certain situations, pineapple also delivers 2 hidden risks, especially dangerous for seniors: high acidity and high natural sugar content. As we age, our gut lining becomes more sensitive. Acidic foods that were once tolerable can now irritate the digestive tract and exacerbate inflammation in joints, especially for those with arthritis, gout, or circulatory issues. Pineapple's pH ranges from 3.2 to 4.0, that's very acidic. While young bodies can neutralize this acid easily, older bodies, not so much. And when acidity builds, it can intensify joint discomfort, trigger inflammation flares, and lead to that burning sensation in the knees or hips. A 2021 study published in Aging and Rheumatology found that acidic foods increased stiffness and swelling in older adults with osteoarthritis, even if those foods are natural. Now let's talk about sugar. Yes, pineapple sugar is natural. But sugar is sugar, and pineapple contains over 16 grams per cup. For seniors, that's a problem. Natural sugars can still spike blood glucose, disrupt insulin response, and more importantly, damage microcirculation in your legs. Your capillaries, the tiny blood vessels that feed your legs and feet, become more fragile with age. Every time your blood sugar spikes after eating pineapple, these vessels get strained. Over time, that leads to fatigue during short walks, swollen ankles, numbness, or tingling in your feet, and that strange dead weight feeling in your thighs. If you take medications, especially blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, pay attention. Bromelain can interact with these drugs, making them too strong or too weak. And most people over 60 do take heart or circulation medications. So if you're snacking on pineapple thinking it's good for inflammation, but also take a blood thinner, you could be creating a dangerous combination without knowing it. Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Florida, wrote to us after watching one of our previous videos. "I thought I was doing everything right. I swapped cookies for pineapple. But 2 months later, I couldn't stand for 10 minutes without my knees throbbing. Turns out, my healthy choice was making my arthritis worse." Her doctor confirmed what we're talking about here. The acidity and sugar were silently inflaming her joints, even though she thought she was making a smart switch. We're not here to make you fear pineapple. But here's what we do recommend. If you love pineapple, eat it in small amounts only, a few bites, not full cups. Never eat it on an empty stomach. Always pair it with a protein or fat, like Greek yogurt or almonds, to slow sugar absorption. And if you're on blood thinners, consult your doctor. Better yet, swap it with papaya, which is still tropical but gentler on joints and digestion. Or avocado, yes, it's a fruit, and it's full of healthy fats that protect joints. Or berries, low in sugar, high in anti-inflammatory antioxidants. While changing your fruit intake helps, combining it with joint-friendly movement can reverse some of the damage. Try this, ankle pumps. Sit comfortably in a chair. Lift your toes toward your knees. Then point your toes away. Repeat 20 to 30 times per foot. This simple move boosts circulation in the lower legs, flushing out built-up inflammation and helping fresh blood flow into your muscles and joints. It's gentle, no equipment needed, and can relieve stiffness within days if done consistently. Pineapple isn't bad. But for seniors with weak knees, inflamed joints, or poor circulation, it's not harmless either. It's like walking on a beautiful path that slowly becomes more slippery. You don't notice until you fall. Knowing your body's limits is the real wisdom that comes with age. And protecting your legs? That starts with knowing what fuels them, and what quietly drains them. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Bananas are good for you. They are high in potassium, help prevent cramps, give you energy, and make a great pre-workout snack. And for younger adults or athletes, all of that might be true. But for seniors over 60? It's time to take a closer look. Bananas come wrapped in a bright yellow peel and carry a reputation as the muscle fruit. They are soft, sweet, and easy to chew, ideal for aging teeth and digestion. But here's the catch: what's easy on your stomach might not be easy on your circulation or legs. Because while bananas give a quick boost, they also deliver a rapid rise in blood sugar. One medium banana contains around 14 grams of sugar and almost no fat or fiber to slow it down. As we age, our insulin response becomes slower, our circulation weaker, and our muscles more vulnerable to inflammation. That sudden banana-induced sugar spike hits hard and fast. Your body scrambles to adjust. And the legs? They are usually the first to suffer. Some people experience it as stiffness when climbing stairs. Others feel it as swelling in the calves after meals. Some just wake up with a strange heaviness in the thighs that wasn't there the day before. The real problem is this: bananas create a cycle. You eat one because you're tired. It gives you energy, briefly. Then comes the crash. You feel sluggish. Your legs ache. You reach for another banana, or worse, another carb. And that roller coaster can quietly wear down your strength, circulation, and even your joints. Bananas, due to their potassium load and natural sugars, can cause the body to hold onto more fluid than necessary, especially in seniors with weakened heart or kidney function. That extra fluid settles into the lower body. Ankles puff up. Feet feel tight in your shoes. You wake up feeling stiff, as though you walked all night in your sleep. Ellen, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Seattle, wrote in to share her story. I started each day with a banana, sometimes even two, thinking I was doing the right thing. But after a few weeks, I couldn't walk from my living room to the mailbox without stopping. I thought it was just age, but when I cut back on bananas and swapped in more berries and protein, the difference was night and day. So does that mean bananas are bad? Not necessarily. But context is everything. If you're going to eat a banana, Don't eat it alone. Pair it with protein or fat, like peanut butter or Greek yogurt, to slow down the sugar absorption. Avoid them first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Stick to smaller bananas. And if you notice swelling in your feet or ankles, try removing bananas for 7 days. Watch what happens. Instead of bananas, try this smoothie: 1/2 cup frozen blueberries, 1/4 avocado, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, unsweetened almond milk, a pinch of cinnamon. Creamy, sweet, satisfying, without the crash or the swelling. Combine this with light leg stretches in the morning. Try standing calf raises. Hold onto a chair. Rise up on your toes. Hold for 3 seconds. Lower slowly. Do 10 reps each morning. Small habit. Big result. Bananas aren't villains. But they are not heroes either, not for everyone. They are small. They are juicy. And they come in those convenient little bundles that are so easy to grab. Grapes seem innocent. Almost too innocent. You wash them, pop a few in your mouth, and before you know it, you've eaten a handful. Or 2. Or the whole bunch. But those small, sweet grapes could be playing a big role in the way your legs feel after 60. For seniors, grapes can be a sneaky source of joint pain, inflammation, and circulation trouble. Most people don't realize that grapes contain one of the most troublesome sugars when it comes to aging joints: fructose. Fructose is absorbed directly by the liver. When your liver can't break it down fast enough, it turns it into fat and uric acid. Uric acid causes gout. Even if you've never had gout before, elevated uric acid can quietly build up in your joints. Knees. Ankles. Toes. You might feel it as a burning sensation in your big toe when you lie down. Or a tightness in your calves after a short walk. Or a sudden ache in your knees. You don't sit down and eat 5 bananas. But 5 cups of grapes? That happens easily. And that's over 75 grams of sugar, most of it fructose. Your blood sugar jumps. Inflammation spreads. And the delicate joints in your legs take the hit. Dennis, a 70-year-old gardener, said, "I used to eat red grapes every evening. Thought it was better than chips. But my ankles swelled up so much, I had to loosen my shoes." He switched to blueberries and almonds. The swelling went away. Fructose also encourages compounds called AGEs, advanced glycation end products, which stiffen your joints and muscles. The result? Your legs lose flexibility. Your knees get sore faster. Recovery slows down. All from sweet little grapes. So what can you do? Count out your portion, no more than 10 to 12 grapes. Pair them with nuts. Avoid them at night. Try swapping with cherries, pears, or frozen berries. And drink water with them. Grapes can dehydrate joints by pulling water out of cells. Because what worked in your 40s may not be what your joints need at 70. Let's take a moment to breathe and reflect. 3 fruits. All of them sweet. All of them natural. All of them believed to be healthy. And yet each one has the power to quietly chip away at your strength, your balance, your freedom to move with ease. Not with loud warning signs, but with slow inflammation. With silent swelling. With knees that creak, feet that swell, legs that don't carry you the way they used to. But now, you know. You've seen how pineapple's acid and sugar can fire up the joints. You've learned how bananas, though soft and comforting, can crush your energy and overload your legs. And you've uncovered how grapes, those tiny, tempting snacks, can trigger pain you once thought was just part of getting old. But aging isn't about surrender. It's about understanding, adjusting, choosing what truly supports your body today, not what worked 30 years ago. At Healthy Senior Care TV, we believe in small changes that lead to big freedom. One fruit at a time. One choice at a time. So if this video opened your eyes even just a little, leave us a comment and let us know which fruit surprised you most. And if you're ready to protect your legs, your strength, and your independence, click that subscribe button and turn on the bell. We have more insights, more stories, and more solutions coming your way. Because your legs carry more than just your body. They carry your freedom. Let's keep them strong together.